Just before starting the session, let me introduce myself. Myself, Rajsekhar, I have 12 plus years of experience in IT industry. So let me share my screen. So today we will concentrate on Android. So first of all, we try to understand what is an Android, right? So for example, you already know that about Android few things, because in our regular life, we are using Android in many places, right? So for that here now, I'm supposed to open the let me open the document. So here first we will concentrate on the first word called Android. So what is an Android? So I'll tell you with this with a few small things. So that is the first one, which is that is like Android is an operating system. So it is an operating system. Then it is open source. Then it is a development environment. Next is the Linux kernel. So based on these four words, we will form the definition of the Android. So Android is an operating system, and it is an open source for the various stakeholders and various conditions that we will discuss. And using this, we can build an app so that we can say has the dev environment. And the last, it is the Linux kernel. So using this Linux kernel, means it is always the Android applications been run on top of this Linux kernel. So that's why we are saying that is a Linux kernel, right? So this is like operating system is nothing but it is the bridge, like it is the bridge or middleware. Bridge, or we can say has the middleware for software as well as hardware, like between this middleware for the software and hardware, right? Middleware for software and hardware. So what this we will do, so it will create a bridge between this. Like for example, now we are discussing here about this, right? You are able to hear my voice, you are able to see my screen. So that is because of the communication is happening bit through two things. One is the software as well as a hardware. So that is like here in our mobile terminology. So there are two types of operating systems are there. One is the Android. So one is an Android, other is an iOS. But here we are concentrating on Android operating system, right? Next, open source. So open source means it is freely available. So what it is freely available and what it can do. Like freely available means it will be very it has many benefits for the users. So like one is for the end user. So we all are the end users who are using our Android devices. So they are the end users. So for the end users, it will be the freely apps are available. So we can download and we can download the apps it free of cost. That is this. Next, second step. So in case if you are a developer, so in case if you are a developer, so for the developers, so dev environment, we can get that dev environment is free of cost, and also it has a huge community. So using that community easily we can build on easily we can build an applications using that community. We will get a lot of community support. And the last, it is an manufacturer, like mobile device manufacturer. So in case of this mobile device manufacturer, so we can get operating system as a free, OS as a free of cost. So that what is the advantage in case if you get that OS as free, so that easily we can customize. So that is normally the people as customizing that only, like that only. Because of that, it is having the many benefit for the user and users, right? So like for example, if you buy today one mobile with let us say I have bought with one mobile with an Android operating system, like Android operating system with Android 13, and someone of you bought the same Android, but I have bought in Samsung. So you have bid on a different, like it is a Vivo, but looking wise both are different because every manufacturer has customized as per their requirement. Right, as per their requirement, every manufacturer has customizing that. So what happens here? So in case if you are a manufacturer, so you will customize as per your requirement. I have, because of the open source only, that flexibility is available here for this. So you can manufacture that device like here for these people. So that is the operating system has a free of cost, right? So that is the main benefit for this. Means this is because of the open source. This is like dev environment, already we discussed on our line. So that dev environment should be free for the developers. And the Linux kernel. So the Linux kernel, just you can remember only one word for the time being. So that other things we'll discuss later. But one word is that in fact it is the security, first level of security for our Android application. Let us say whatever the applications you open, like I want to open the camera application. So I want to open the gallery application. I want to open the settings. Whatever the application you open that. So that communication is happening through this. Means for the to open that application, what is required, so that data it will collect from this and it can do the next level thing, that is it can do the next thing, that is so what happens here, so it can collect the information, all the information, like to open that it required some gallery permission, camera permission, everything. It will collect all the things and it will goes to the Linux kernel layer. So through the Linux kernel layer, so it can communicating the device. So that is happening, this mechanism here. So this is about the definition. So in a simple words, the definition is Android is an operating system. So it is an open source. So using this, we can develop the applications, and always this will run on the top of the Linux kernel. That is here, right? Next, here I have a question for you people. So why you are learning this course? Because many people will come with the many reasons. That's why I'm asking why you are learning this course. So why you are learning this course? Anyone, like Pradeep, Yufikan? So why you are learning? If you are unable to talk, you can send in chat also, it's fine. So why you are learning this course? Because I want to tell few reasons apart from the regular. So anyone? So why you are learning this course? With no reason, you cannot come. You should, if you come here means there is some specific reason, right? Okay. So I think you people are not responded. What Pradeep, Yusufka, Yufian, Sufian? See, normally what I'm expecting from the student is I should have that interactive session with the people. You should also involve on a training part. So that's, yeah.
Actually, I don't know anything about this, so I'm unable to speak anything here.
Okay, no worry.
Sorry.
So, okay, that's fine. At least some response, it should be fine. So, okay, I'll tell you a few things here. See, let us say here now, I suppose to like normally majority of the people will come for the job, right? So if I learn Android, I'll get the job. If I learn Python, if I learn Java, if I learn whatever the technology it is available on a market, if I learn any specific technology, definitely I can get a job. But apart from the job, if you learn this course, some of the other benefits are there that I'll explain you now. So you can develop your own applications. Let us say I have the concept, I can develop my application and I can host that application, like I can upload that application in a Play Store so that I can get some of the amount, because even in Android, With 0 users also, I can upload my application into the Play Store. So that from there, I'll get some revenue. So with 0 users means once the users flow has started, I can get some revenue. But for example, like I'll tell you with a small scenario. So my app is installed by 10,000 members. How much revenue I can earn for a month? So in case if I get 10,000 users, right? So I'll take very worst, that is 10% of users are using daily. Means I cannot expect more. Just I'm expecting the only 10% of users are using daily. That means 100 users are using daily. In case if the 100 users are using daily for 5 minutes, so I can earn on an average $100 to $150 per month. Easily you can earn this amount. Means in INR, if I say this in INR, it is in between of the 8 to 12,000, more than 12, but I'm taking very worst, that is 80 rupees per dollar, so that it will be 88,000 to 12,000. Easily you can get that amount with this small users. In case the count of the users will increase, definitely the income also will increase. But so but how many days this is? This is not a one time. How many days the users are using your application? So that many days you will get that amount. So that is the main thing here. This is right. Then next step. So next step here, what is the next step here now? Apart from this, there is a freelancer opportunities also here. See, if you observe in a Play Store, so there are billions of billions of applications are available. But those all are the applications are not developed by the, means not uploaded by the developers. Like I have interest to upload the application. So I can upload, I approached one company with one small concept. So then they said that, okay, this application we can develop in 1 lakh. But I know someone who is working on this Android. So that I approached that person. So then he said, I'll do this application. So with 20 to 25,000. So then I can give it to them. So because of that, the freelancer here, we get more and more freelancer opportunities as well. Means apart from the job, here we have 2 more extra options for this course. We can get that scope for this, right? So that is the things here. We can get how we can get this, right? So then apart from this, the next here. So this is about the benefits. Like I have here questions. So if I have developed an application, can people can install my application? See, as a unknown person, if I send an application to you, can you install that application? Majority of the cases, obviously, it is the no. But if you follow some rules, there may be possibility is there. Like first, that you can make the application as much simple as possible. Like how much simple that is possible with you, that you can do that. Means without your guidelines, user has to understand your application flow, because we don't know who is going to install your application from the cloud, like from the Play Store. So that's the reason we cannot go and we cannot guide them each and every person. That's why maximum possible simple and user friendly. You can create application as user friendly, so that easily it can be installed by the users, right? Next, it will be secure. This is the main. Nowadays, once we install any of the application, it is asking that allow camera permission, allow that permission, allow this permission. Like this, it is asking many permissions, right? But here we cannot like sometimes we cannot allow, because let us say I have developed one tutorial application, but I'm asking the allow location permission, allow contacts permission, allow gallery permission. This is not a genuine application, because to read a tutorial, why I need to I need to give a permission, right? That is the one step like that we have to do here, right? That is the one. Next, so means you need to prepare secure proper security and simple user friendly, and if it is possible, you can make that a unique application, unique features, means it will be useful for the users. So if you develop such kind of things, definitely we can expect this. But next step, if I comes to this course content and these things wise, so this course is this course duration is 45 days. It is the 45 days duration of this course, means it is the 45 working days we required, 45 hours. So 45 hours it is required for us to complete this course. And each day we will spend on a 1 hour session, right? 1 hour session each day we will spend. And next, after like end of the each session, you will get a recording of the video. Then I'll share one PDF. So that PDF will contains theoretical as well as the programmatical examples available on this. And also whatever the code we are discussing in our classroom, that I'll upload in one Google Drive, and I'll give that link to you. So from there, you can access all the programs one by one. You can access from there. That is the next. And after that, like how I'm writing each and every point here today like this. Each and every session also will go in this pattern. Like I'll take concept. So first I'll explain that concept step by step. Even while writing the code itself also, I'll write the basic concepts. This you have to do like this. You have to like this step by step with clear explanation, line by line with explanation. And that way our course will flows that. And end of the session, I'll give you the tasks. So if you follow those tasks and if you perform the tasks properly, means if you practice those tasks properly, definitely you will manage almost 2 years of experience in the industry. That much of scope I'll give you. And while discussing about the advanced topics, I'll create one sample project. So there on the project, I'll incorporate multiple things into that particular project. So that what happens, that will give a real-time scope of the project. So that that users can means when you develop on a real-time projects, so that concept will help like how we are means what are the things I'm going to add in this is that is once the app is opening, basic it will open with some kind of animation. After the animation, there it goes to the registration page, from the registration page to login page, from after login So I have to display some personalized data. In case if you don't have an data, how to handle, and if you don't have an internet connectivity, that your mobile internet is off and the Wi-Fi is also off, so how to handle that time, and how to manage the session management. Like once you log in, so second time it could not allow, it could not ask to log in until you log out, or based on some conditions, like some application will ask after 24 hours login, some application will ask after half an hour login. So such kind of all the things it will be incorporated here in this, right? So that is we will incorporate it in the project, so that will give a real-time scope of the project. That is right. After that, if you are searching for a job, I'll give some sample resume. You can prepare yourself on top of that resume. If you want some quick review, I can review that, and if any modifications I'll tell you. And interview point of view, if any questions are there in the interview point of view, so that those questions I'll explain you interview point of questions. And last few programs I'll develop and design by using the AI tools. Means, like for example, today I spent an half an hour, 30 minutes to write one program. The same program, by using an AI, I can build less than 5 minutes. So how that we are utilizing the AI tools, that also I'll explain here, but not initial stage. Once you have once you have the knowledge on at least some part of the knowledge on a coding, so then you can use AI builds. You can go with, means it should not give 100% proper code, but it should give up to 80% of the code properly. On top of the 80%, we can add few more things, so that we have to do here. That up to that it will help this, right? So these all are the course highlights here. And the language, so we will go the language called, that is Kotlin. So we will discuss the language as a Kotlin. Then after this Kotlin language, right, that is Kotlin plus XML, we will discuss this, right? If you know something about the Android, next steps you can understand, but detailed course content we will discuss tomorrow. But just I'm highlighting the components here. First of all, component of Android, then web services. So in a web services, there are two types of web services as there. One is the retrofit and other is the volley. So in industry, some people are using the retrofit and some people are using the volley. So because of that, I can go with the two steps, two things. And the material design. So that material design, here we will use the material design like to make an attractive user interface. So we will use the material design. So that material design we will discuss. Then after that, the next step here, like Google Maps, how to use the Google Maps, fragments, and room database. Next, MVVM architecture, MVC architecture, and how to upload account in a Play Store, like how to create a Play Store account and how to upload the apps into Play Store and how to enable the ads. So these all are the things we will discuss. Means these all are the highlighted points. So in detail course content we will discuss in tomorrow's class. Means initial uh, 3 to 4 days I'll spend half an hour to 30 to 35 minutes of the session. But in next, once the actual sessions as means once the you like all the people are confirmed, then we can spend 1 hour session. Because what happens in a demo session, some people will come, some people will jump like this. That's a reason. So that we will spend 30 to 35 minutes of the each session. This is right. Hope it is so far it is clear, or you people have any questions? So any questions from anyone? Course content wise, this is hope it is clear.
Sir, I have one question.
Yeah.
In the market, there are so many technology for the mobile, just like Android or React Native or Flutter.
Mm-hmm.
So why should I choose only Android? Because ultimately, this Android and Flutter both are introduced by the Google,
Yes,
and
yes, it is.
both are working the same things.
Yeah, I
And
understood.
so could you elaborate of my this question, and could you
Definitely,
yeah.
definitely. It is a good question. So here, what is our course? Our course is the native Android development. Okay. So there are two in this. It means native Android development is there, native iOS development is there.
Mhm.
So here using the Kotlin, we can write this, and using the Swift, we can write the native iOS development. So what you are asking is why not you can't go with the Flutter? So if I can write the code in Flutter, that can be suitable for Android as well as an iOS, right? But if you want to become a Flutter developer, minimum you should have the knowledge on core Android as well as the means native Android as well as the native iOS development, because once you enter into the cross platform, it is not only in a Flutter, even Flutter, React JS also there. And apart from that, there are other also there. If you means whatever the advanced features and some of the third-party integrations, so those third-party integrations and everything, it could not support properly in a cross platforms. So then that time again, there on the certain areas, we will write some native code. So at least if you write that native code, also you should get this, you should have the knowledge on this. Means directly cannot, like simple, maybe you know about the Java, right? If you know the Java, there are multiple steps are there. Core Java, Advanced Java, Spring Boot, Hibernate, like this, there are different steps. So even without a Core Java knowledge, I cannot write the code in a Spring Boot, right? Like here also, it is almost a similar concept. So that at least if you have the knowledge, at least you have the knowledge in a one platform, either it is Android or iOS, then easily you can write the Flutter code. That is that is up to basic level application. Like high end applications cannot work with the class platforms. High end applications you can go with the native is the suggestible, because even in industry also everyone has following the same standard. Like if it is a huge kind of application, they are going with native. It is a small application, they are going with the cross platforms, right? Hope your query is clarified.
Okay, I got it, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, so Sadia, so you're asking that please share link. So this recording sessions and all, once the batch has confirmed, right? So from today that sessions will, means the recording sessions will be saved. But once the batch has confirmed, so that immediately on the next day, you will get all the recording of these sessions. Right, any other questions? Sadia, it is clear, right, for you?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you. Then we will meet tomorrow 8 p.m. Thank you.